Time for rock news on 101.1 WJRR, Orlando's rock station. Let's check in with Lynch and Taco and see which rockers are making the headlines for all the right and wrong reasons. 101.1 WJRR.
All right, rock news is brought to you this morning by Mills Air. You got an AC issue or you just want to get some good preventative maintenance done? Mills will get you all squared away and taken care of.
Millsair.com. It's very important to get your AC inspected. They'll do a great job. Family owned and operated since 1992. Millsair.com.
Self a 20-point inspection and tune-up done. Once a year. Good habit to get into.
Tell Lynch and Taco sent you. That's all that we ask. Hey, what was the keyword somebody texted? Was it win?
Fly away. It was win. Yes, it needs to go to 200 if you want a chance to win a trip to Vegas and $1,000.
Got it.
Got to do that sometime in the next half hour or so. One time to 200. Standard data and message rates apply in that nationwide contest. Then you'll receive a confirmation text when you text WIN to 200. So it turns out Aerosmith's final concert was at UBS Arena in Elmont, New York last September, which ended up being their final show. It's now available online. A YouTuber uploaded the entire show to YouTube in 4K. And has remastered the audio as well, so it's pretty good quality. You watch this, there's really no point where you can see Steven Tyler fracturing his larynx, which apparently happened during the show, which was only the third gig of the farewell tour, the Peace Out farewell tour, which has now completely been canceled as the band is retired from touring. So the Peace Out farewell tour, after all that was said and done, a grand total of 3 shows.
So, how do you think you'd see a sprained larynx anyway?
You'd hear it.
You'd hear it pop?
You would hear his...
Oh, the vocal come out differently.
But there's no evidence. I'm not doubting that he did something to it. May have been an after the fact, consequence of straining it. But there you go. A museum in Seattle is catching heat over a Nirvana exhibition, which states that Kurt Cobain, quote, unalived himself, unquote.
Huh. That he killed himself.
Museum of Pop Culture exhibit, a placard states that Kurt Cobain unalived himself at 27. That then goes on to explain that a host of other artists of the same age, the 27 Club, died under tragic circumstances. Another placard explains the use of the term unalive. And it explains it this way. It says, in the digital age, social media influencers, online communities engage in discussions, particularly around sensitive topics like mental health. One example is the term unalive, which has emerged to describe death by suicide or homicide. Users on social media platforms created this term to navigate around algorithms that censor content related to mental health and explicit topics.
I get it, because if you put suicide, then all of a sudden they go,
So now it's unalive yourself.
It's like the opposite of the Pearl Jam song. Oh,
Okay.
So unalive.
Thank you for boiling that in simple, easy to understand terms, Taco.
That's what I'm here for.
Alice Cooper says he's not trying to shock audiences anymore. Of course, he is the godfather of shock rock. Cooper says he doesn't really try to, do that move anymore. It used to be easy to shock audiences in the 70s. Now nobody's really trying. We're not really trying to shock an audience. And he went on to say, I don't think anybody is in shock rock anymore. I would argue Gwar would still maybe carry that mantle.
I think so, yeah.
You never know what those guys might try to pull off. Although it's more of a comedy thing with them.
They're the ones you were saying last week they played the Olympics, right?
No, that was Gojira.
Oh.
Gwar is not going to play the Olympics. I feel 100% confident in making that statement.
I don't know. The next one's coming to L.A.
Gwar will not be performing. Take it to the bank. The MTV Video Music Awards have had to switch dates to avoid the announced debate between Harris and Trump.
What? Wait.
It was originally scheduled to be on to be coming up on September 10th, but they're moving it to September 11th instead because of the debate announced between Harris and Trump on the 10th. So they're like, well, are they worried about people not watching? You don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, people will be watching. And why do you want to put it on 9/11?
Well, I won't be. Watch the MTV video.
Oh, no, not that one. Yeah. I'll be watching on the 10th.
Right, yes. Pantera is going to play a special club show this week in Minneapolis. They're opening for Metallica this weekend for the Metallica bookend shows on the M72 tour in Minneapolis at this weekend at US Bank Stadium on Friday and Sunday. But on Thursday night, Pantera will be playing a club show at First Avenue Club in Minneapolis. $32.
That's cool.
Tickets on sale at 10 o'clock this morning via AXS.com, and the club is enforcing a strict policy of no transfers or resale options with the tickets.
I mean, that's cool too. I'd rather be at the Metallica and Pantera show, but.
See them in a club, though?
Yeah.
Love it. Wow. Randy Blythe from Lamb of God, I'm going to give him props on saying this. His perspective on the propensity of fans these days to be fixated on their phones during a concert. His message is, put your frickin' phones down and be present. And then he went on to explain, how would you all feel if we came out and I pulled a stool out to the middle of the stage and sat there and stared at my phone while we performed 2 songs? That wouldn't be very exciting, would it, after a couple of tunes? He goes, now you know how we feel looking out and seeing somebody disconnected, just staring at their phone and fully not in the moment.
Okay, I thought you were saying staring at the phone while they video them. Because I know you have a little pet peeve with that, too.
That's what he's saying. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just agreeing with him.
He's saying just looking at the phone like this, where I'm just looking down like I might be reading a text from, my friend.
Put your phone down, he says, during the concert. Be in the concert. Be in the moment.
All right.
Guys in Soil, this is funny because I had the same exact conversation.
Then confiscates phones like they do at comedy shows.
I had this same exact conversation with Tim King from Soil when they were here for Earth Day birthday.
I was sitting there for a conversation. Which one?
He was in this. You weren't there for this. This was after later in the evening when I was talking to those guys before they took off. They just played the Wacken Open Air Festival in Germany. And during the show activities, they were interviewed, and he was asked, well, why haven't you guys put any studio new material out? And it's almost 10 years now. He goes, we have no excuse. As we're at the point in our lives where, well, most of us have businesses that we run, families that might be involved, and we really don't have an excuse. We put out a covers collection a while back during the COVID situation, and we've kind of just picked and choosed our places, and we really don't have an excuse, but we should get in and probably try to do some new stuff.
You think?
He just, they've got a very dedicated following of fans that have continued to follow that band for 20 plus years. Mm-hmm. And he says the fans deserve it, and he understands that, and they're going to figure it out. Of course, Ryan, their singer, does double duty as the singer for Drowning Pool as well, which also helps complicate things. And that none of them live in the same town.
That too.
Much less the same state.
But that nowadays is pretty easy to just lay something down and shoot it across.
Finally, this. East West Records on South Orange is closing after more than 50 years in business. Iconic record store here in Orlando.
I remember my brother used to have the shirt. The one that said the East and then West.
Opened in 1971 when parts of Orange Avenue were still surrounded by orange groves. Young couple from Los Angeles relocated to Florida, decided to open the record store. And, Hannah Skrobko and her husband, they took a chance and it flourished. They sold the business years ago, but...
What's the reason for a closing after 50 years?
The original owners told the newer owner, who goes to UCF, by the way, she's finishing up her degree at UCF, her family, please do what you want, but just at least let it hit its 50-year mark, and it's surpassed that at this point. So with that, they will be closing their doors by the end of the month there on South Orange.
We should buy it. I don't have any money right now, but we should buy it, and we could put a pizza place in the back called BAF Pizza.
That's an incredible idea.
Could make the pizzas look like records.
Yeah, well, they'd be bigger than records.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, come on, that's
Yeah,
one
yeah.
slice, maybe.
Yeah.
But no, East West, I got to tell you, and I put a posting on our Facebook page, and I do mean it. Thank you for helping me build my vinyl collection and now rebuild it over the years.
Yeah, you guys are a staple in Central Florida, so thank you.
Plenty of time in that store over the years.
And plenty of pennies, too.
East West Records, we will miss you.
Follow the Lynch.
Real Rock on JRR.